Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to be using a kit by ScribblePrintsCo, and it's going to be this Hogwarts Hufflepuff kit, and I'm showing you all the different parts of this kit. This is an older format and there's actually a lot in it. I've actually stopped purchasing from ScribblePrintsCo because of that very reason. Her price is pretty reasonable for the amount of stuff you get, but I just minimally plan, so I really don't need that much stuff, and I don't like having too much extras. I also really prefer premium matte over glossy, so I haven't really purchased much from her in the past couple months, I believe. This week is the week right before Halloween, and then I filmed the week of Halloween as well as the week, I think I did a little snippet of the first week of November. So that video is going to be actually a combined one, which is going to be my next one and last one for a little bit. I think I decided that I'm going to be taking a little bit of a personal break for the month of November. It's my birthday month and I've just got a lot of things going on with the Q1 ending for school, as well as just wanting some me time myself to do some planning. When I do filming videos, I think I got overwhelmed in the next planning with me, just thinking about how it looked and trying to make it not what I am. And I tried some new things in there and I don't know if I love how it turned out, but the next video you'll be seeing how they look and you can tell me yourself what you guys think. I really love how this spread turned out and I hope you guys enjoy watching it. I think for this video and the next, I'm going to actually just be answering some questions from the Get to Know Me tag, which was going around for a while in the beginning of the fall season, I believe, and I didn't have time to get around to it until now, so I'm just going to be answering any questions, and I'll leave the questions in the description box if you want to do it yourself as well. So the first question asks your name, your age, and how long you've been planning. My name is Eva and I am turning 30 years old this month, which is pretty crazy to believe. And for how long I've been planning, I believe my first planner that I received that I've been decorative / memory planning has been since 2015 was when I first heard about it. I believe that's when Glam Planner and some other YouTubers I follow were starting to kind of get into the world of Erin Condren and Kiki K and all of that. And I thought I would dive into it as well. I've mentioned before, but I have horrible memory, and I thought that memory planning / scrapbook planning, I guess, is kind of my best way of planning so that I can remember things from the past, since I do have horrible memory. If we're talking generally planning, I think I did start when I was in elementary school when they would do the school planners. I always loved to do that. I used to actually collect stickers when I was younger, and I would just have random sticker books full of stickers of things that I would like, just probably like Disney princesses is what I can remember, stuff like the Sanrio characters and different stuff like that. I would always collect. My headboard for my bed was always full of stickers, which I'm sure my mom hated. My walls were definitely full of stickers. I love the ones that were the ones that stick on windows. I especially like those just to display and easy cleanup, but I've always loved stickers, and I love that I can kind of continue my love for stickers as I'm at the age that I am at, and in a functional way as well for me to remember events and different things to happen in my life. The next question asks, when were you introduced to the planner community? And I believe, like I said before, it was Glam Planner that was the first one that mentioned it, I believe, or some other YouTubers, but I'm pretty sure they were first starting with the Kiki K ones and also Erin Condren, and I thought I would try it for myself back then, which was probably in 2015. Going on to number 3, it says the first planner you discovered, which I'm pretty sure is the Kiki K or the Erin Condren, were the first ones that I own, that I still have in my possession right now. Going on to the first sticker shop you purchased from, and I actually went back onto my Etsy because I'm pretty sure that's where I first purchased any stickers. Etsy used to be the main source of sticker shops until they started doing some crazy fees, and shop owners decided to just venture off on their own and make their own websites. Etsy was the first place. So I went all the way back and looked up which one was my first sticker shop. And it's actually Sweet Kawaii Design, which is pretty crazy because her stickers are actually now available at Michael's. I used to be really into the kawaii kind of design, which is why her name is Sweet Kawaii Design. She had a lot of things where it's basically inanimate objects with eyes on them usually to make them look a little more lifelike, and that did used to be my style just because I thought that would be cute. But since then I've grown more into a different style, so I have not bought a lot of things that have eyes on inanimate objects. I actually haven't purchased from her in years, but if you guys are interested in kawaii designs, definitely check her out. I'll link her shop in the description below if you want to check it out. She doesn't always do cute inanimate objects anymore. From what I'm seeing, she does a lot of animals now, so if that's what you're interested in, go ahead and check it out in the description box. Going on to number 5, it's asking your preferred planning style, which is definitely minimalistic. For me, I've definitely tried all the different ways to do planning. Back in the day, they used to do a lot of no space planning, I think it was called, where from top to bottom, all the columns were filled with everything. And I was kind of on my planner journey, and I was trying to figure out which kind of planning style I had. So I've tried that one, as well as having the little things on the bottom, that kind of thing that was going on for a while. But ultimately, right now, I've kind of landed on white space minimalistic planning. But I do have a lot of plans, so I think it was Andrea from ScribblePrintsCo that discovered this first, I believe. But the day extenders are a huge benefit for me now, because I used to have to minimize my plans or squish them all into one day, but now I'm able to kind of write down everything that I do want to remember and fit it all in without making it look too cluttered. Moving on to number 6, it says the first few planning channels you found, and I wish there was a way to check on YouTube when you subscribe to different people, but I have no ideas. But like I said, Glam Planner, I'm pretty sure, was one of the ones I first discovered, because I used to follow her for lifestyle and beauty, and her when she was giving reviews on books, and when she started to kind of go into the realm of planning, I was kind of following that journey. Through that, I believe I discovered the OGs, I guess, of planning Instagrams, which is Mandy from Mandy Dreams or Mandy Plans, as well as Paper Princess was one of the ones I used to watch a lot. Kiki, I always followed right from the beginning, I'm pretty sure. Jasenia as well. Viv Loves to Plan, and all those classic people, as well as a girl that I don't think she plans anymore, but I still follow her lifestyle on Instagram, which is Pretty Planning. The next question goes to trends you've committed to the most. I think I don't know if it's considered a trend, but it's kind of been a staple now that everyone kind of feeds into, which is foil. Using foils everywhere throughout your spread, whether it's for your headers, whether it's overlays or anything like that. I just really love the look of the foil, and I really love what it adds to a spread. The next question is kind of the opposite, which is trends you wish would come back. And for this, personally for me, I kind of made it a goal for the end of this year to kind of put more Simply Gilded back into my spreads, just because I have a ton of Simply Gilded washi, and I feel like lots of people are still purchasing from her, but I don't think they're using it as often as they think, and I don't see it in spreads as often as I would like, since I know how many people purchase from her and how much people's collections usually are. I wish that her washi would be shown more in spreads, just because I would like to learn different ways as well to incorporate them into my spreads without doing washi banners, which is not my thing. I am trying to incorporate it and replace it on the bottom washi, but I also feel like it's kind of a waste when the kit already comes with one. So if you have any ideas of what you use Simply Gilded washi for, please let me know down below, because I would love your ideas. I have seen some Instagram channels where they are starting to use Simply Gilded washi in a more unconventional way, which is doing washi art, which I think is amazing. I think it all started with this girl that was doing dresses that were made out of Simply Gilded washi, which was really, really amazing and beautiful. And now I've seen a girl, I'm gonna try to find them and link them down below. If not, I'm sorry, or if you know who they are, please let me know. But there's another girl that just does a whole portrait of different characters, where she uses the different washi for hair, for their glasses, for their color of their skin, and it's really amazing, and I applaud her for her work, because I love how time consuming it must be, but how rewarding it must be to finish a completed piece. The next question is, what does your family or significant other feel about you playing with stickers and planning? In terms of family, I think my family is really supportive in terms of it being my hobby, and them not understanding it too much. They just know that it's something that I enjoy, and they do like my spreads when I show it to them, and know that I'm proud of my spreads when I show it to them. My fiance, on the other hand, he knows how much money I can use for planning, which I completely understand. And I've gotten a lot better than I was in the years before, but the years before, it was kind of like a hoarding lifestyle almost, where all Planet Girls needed to have everything and everything. And I've tried to cut down on that and be more minimalistic with not buying from every Simply Gilded release that there is. I've unsubbed from her box just so I don't have the temptation of just having anything and everything, because I really don't need it, and I'm trying to use more of what I have already in my stash. And I think it's a good habit that I've gotten pretty good with, except for every now and then when there are super sales with a lot of different shops going on. So in terms of finances, that's probably why my fiance wouldn't like it, but other than that, he does appreciate that I have this hobby and that I do it on my free time, and he likes that I like it and just leaves me to it like I leave him to his little hobbies that he has. The next question asks, do your friends or family watch your planning videos or follow your accounts? For this, I think some friends and family have discovered that I do have a channel, and I know that they do follow me on my YouTube as well as my Instagram. They're very supportive in that way, but I don't know if they actually watch all my videos. For my sister, I believe she does, because she does randomly leave comments on posts and stuff like that, and we do talk about it sometimes, but I don't know if they would watch all my videos all the way through, which I completely understand, because I wouldn't want to be listening to my voice when I see them already and talk to them so often already. The last question for the get to know me tag that's not the personal questions is, if you could shop from only one sticker shop, which shop would it be? And I'm not going to be like everyone where they can kind of choose a ton of shops, because I can probably do that as well. If I had to really choose and I didn't have an option for any other shops, I think I would go with Sadie's Stickers. She has headers, she has kits, she has overlays, and I think that's all I would really need. Her aesthetic is really much my aesthetic as well. The way she does her kits are always so clean cut and nice looking, and very different from the other shops that the generic artwork that everyone kind of uses. And if she does use the normal artwork, I don't know if she does though. If she does use the normal artwork, I think she does it in a way that it doesn't look like it's the same as everyone else's, which I really like. She also has her $2 Tuesdays, which I appreciate, and she also has the best premium mat that I have tried so far, I believe. So I would love to have her shop. I think the only thing that would be lacking in her shop would be various icons. That would be the only thing, and character stickers, which I would miss. Moving on to the more personal questions, the first one says, did you or do you go to school? If so, for what? In terms of did I go to school, I did go to school. I went to college for my bachelor's in psychology, as well as I went to graduate college for my master's in early childhood, as well as I got a special education endorsement along with it. Currently now, I work at a school, but I do plan to go back just to get an endorsement in teaching English as a second language to my kiddos, because I do work with a lot of students that have English as a second language, and getting that endorsement brings my salary up a little bit. Moving on to the next question, it asks, if you went to school, what was your favorite class? And for this one, I think it's changed over the years as I've gone to different types of schooling. It's varied quite a bit. I think in elementary school, my favorite subject would have been art. I really loved it in all the different grades that I had. I remember I did really poorly in reading, so it was definitely not that. Math I do really love, but I don't think I really discovered love for it until I went into high school. So I think it would be art or music. Moving on to high school, like I said, I think it was all math subjects I really enjoyed, as well as chemistry. For some reason, I really enjoyed chemistry, and it might be because that's where I technically bonded with my fiance and we kind of grew closer. But I do remember just loving chemistry a lot and learning about the different elements and doing the different experiments that we were doing. And chemistry did have a lot of math incorporated into it, so that might be why as well. And in high school, Spanish was also another class that I loved to take. I've always wanted to learn Spanish since I was younger. I just always knew that if I were to learn a language, Spanish would be it. And here I am now teaching as a Spanish kind of teacher in a Spanish classroom where I use Spanish a majority of the day. So I've taken it into practice, and when I was in high school, I started working at Target, which was located in an area where there were a lot of Spanish customers, and I loved practicing it with the customers and kind of surprising them that I knew some basic Spanish. College was so different from what I imagined it would be. It was interesting at the same time and a lot of pressure at the same time as well. I think my favorite classes were probably the psychology classes that I took, as well as I was able to take a weight training class, and I was never a fit person, but just learning about different body parts and different ways to work out those body parts was very interesting to me. So I think those two different subjects were my favorite classes. Going into graduate school, special education was actually something I wasn't into. I really liked the child development part of it and learning about different stages of a child's mind and how they grow as they grow from an infant to a toddler to a child. I really liked all those different classes when I was in grad school. That was a long-winded answer, but I figure since this is a get to know me, there you go. That's a lot of my getting to know me information. Next question is your favorite food, and for this, if it's talking about type of food, I think I would have to pick sushi. If it's talking about different kinds of food that a kind of general thing I like, I think it would be potatoes. If you know me personally, you will know that I love potatoes in basically any form. I love baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, fries. I could eat it all in one sitting. I could eat more than one of each sitting. Hash browns, tater tots, curly fries, waffle fries. I can think of so many things, but I love all types of potatoes and how they're made and just the crunchy and mashed up texture that they give. And I really do love potatoes. Following that, it asks what your favorite drink is. And for this, if it's a type of beverage, I think it would have to be Coca-Cola or Mountain Dew. Soda, I do really love, even though I know it's horrible for you, but I'm not an avid water drinker. I'd be lucky if I drink water a sip in one day, but I do love carbonation, and Coca-Cola and Mountain Dew has just always been my go-tos. Let me know down below if you've ever tried this too, but whenever I go to different events, usually Chinese weddings, they usually offer Coke and Sprite, which is the generic sodas that everybody usually gets. We used to do this thing when we were younger, where we would pour a lot of Sprite and then add a little bit of Coke at the top just to have that taste of Coke, and it made it look kind of like beer or champagne, which is probably why we did it, but it actually tastes really good. So if you've never tried it, please try it and let me know what you guys think. The next question asks, what's your favorite coffee drink? And for this, my go-to at Starbucks is usually an iced caramel macchiato upside down. When you do it the upside down way, it kind of mixes it for you, versus if you just get the macchiato, the espresso shot stays at the top. So I usually get it upside down so that it mixes as they pour in the milk. The espresso shot is usually on the bottom, so it's already mixed for you, and I really like the taste of that. For some reason, when I get a macchiato, it just tastes a lot more milkier, even though it's supposedly the same content. But that would be my favorite coffee drink. During the season of fall, I started drinking the pumpkin cream cold brew, which was really good, but I don't think it's going to be available all year long, so normally I would get the iced caramel macchiato upside down. The next question is your favorite color, and for me, I think it's going to have to be pink. I've always avoided pink just because I thought it was too girly of a color. When I was younger, I would always say my favorite color is red, just because I didn't want to say pink, but if I'm being honest with myself, pink is definitely the favorite color that I have, especially when it's mixed with white and black. The next question I actually already answered, but it's the favorite sticker paper, and like I said, premium matte is probably my favorite sticker paper. I think foil just shines so much better on it, and when you see glossy stickers, it reflects not as great as premium matte does, especially when there's foil added to your spread. The next question is definitely more personal. It has an event that helped build you, and for me, it would definitely be when my dad left my family when we were younger. I was the age of 7. I think my sister would have been 4 at that time. And ultimately, I think because of that event, I've just grown as a person a lot faster and more mature, and building responsibilities in terms of having to be the older sibling as well. Just doing a lot of the things for my mom, who's an immigrant and didn't speak much English. It was a hurtful experience, but also empowering as well, because I've seen how strong my mom is as well as me, and I think that event really made me the person that I am today. If my dad did stay in our lives, I think it would have definitely looked a lot different, but I would also be a completely different person, and I don't know if I would be as independent as a person that I am today. I'm sure there are other small events or different events that are impactful to my life as well, but I think that would have been my very first one that's kind of impacted me the most in terms of my life as well as my personality. And I think that's going to be the last question that I answer, just because I'm at the end of my spread. Here's a little wiggle and a little close-up for you. I really loved how it turned out, and I loved how little colors there are, and I think that's why I ended up not liking the next spreads too much, is because it was too colorful. But thank you for joining me. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!